Hi, I'm Beth. I'm here to show you the new Birthstone jewelry and talk about some of the inspiration behind the designs.
Where did the idea to do a birthstone collection come from?
Well, we wanted to have more pieces that were kind of one of a kind and special. And so we were thinking about reasons why people come to the shop or look at us online. And we were really thinking, yeah, birthstone jewelry is a really common thing, but I think often you find it and it's not that unique or it's a little underwhelming, and we really wanted to make these pieces special. So when they were gotten for someone's birthday, they felt really unique and surprised by the pieces of jewelry.
What month or stone are you most excited about working with and why?
Oh, that's a hard question. I was pretty excited about February because it's amethyst and my birthday's in February. And when I was young, I didn't really like purple, but now I really like purple. So I think that I was kind of excited for that. I'm also really excited for the emeralds, which are May's birthstone. And I have some rose cut emeralds that are really, really pretty that I'm excited to work with as well. And they're not perfect, clear stones, but I think that they're more unique, and I really like that they have little inclusions or little color variations, and it makes them look more natural.
What inspired the designs for the January and February collections?
Well, the January pieces, I was thinking about winter, really, because as January comes, there's a lot of snow and there's swirling wind, and there's kind of the sort of movement on the land of the snow through the trees. So I was really thinking kind of about that. And then I've been thinking about kind of how big the world and the universe really is, and how we're just small in comparison to the whole universe. So there's kind of a galaxy spiral in those pieces. And that thought was carried through into the February amethyst designs as well, with having planets and suns, kind of thinking about how we're kind of one small piece to a big, huge, greater universe.
Did you use any new techniques or try out a new design for any of the birthstone pieces?
I did. So the January garnet pieces, their settings are made in 18 karat gold, and they're kind of a two-step bezel setting that has the back knot in it, which, without getting too technical in the process, is just a new way for me to make a stone setting that was pretty challenging and fun to do. And then the February amethyst pieces, I made some containers, which I've made containers before. They're kind of like a locket design, but that's always a challenge for me, and it kind of feels brand new every time I make one because the mechanics of it have to work out. And so with the container pendants, they can be opened, and they can have, say, a piece of wool with a little bit of lavender oil on it or something like that. So I liked the idea of someone having a little essential oil container where they could have a little smell of their favorite calming oil, or someone commented on social media, if someone gets upset stomach, they might have a little peppermint in there. So I thought that that would be fun for people to use. We've had questions about the lockets, like could they be used for a loved one's ashes? They definitely can, but that would be something where we'd let the customer include the ashes and glue them together. But I think it would work for that as well.
Why did you choose to create mixed metal pieces?
I think that our customers and people who collect the jewelry really love mixed metal, and so I wanted to kind of elevate the designs by using gold with some of them too. And I think that the mixed metal pieces really match. So say you have a pair of copper earrings, you might really like the February pieces have a little bit of a copper spiral, and it kind of branches your different jewelry pieces together. And some of them are solid silver, but I really thought it would be nice to kind of add those accents. Maybe someone's got a gold engagement and wedding band set, like yellow gold, and then they wanted more of a silver pendant, but it's got those little accents of gold that kind of tie the pieces together.
Can you explain the kumbu technique you used on the February pendants?
Yeah, so I think it's pronounced kumbu, but I say it kumbu. I actually don't know. I've heard differing opinions on that. And so the kumbu is sort of a thin gold foil that you fuse to the surface of the silver. The kumbu process is adhering a foil of thin 24 karat gold onto the silver in a fusion process. So it's a lot lower temperature than most of the things that we do, and it kind of boggles my mind that it even works, but you're basically getting it to a perfect temperature and then burnishing the two metals together, and they bond to each other.
The birthstone pieces have a signature BMJ style to them, yet they are one-of-a-kind designs. How do you come up with new designs while also staying true to the recognizable aesthetic you've created?
That's a really good question because I'm always thinking about that because people like what we do, but they don't want the same piece over and over again. And so I try to morph the designs over time and add new processes or new techniques or new combinations of design elements to make them different, but of the same aesthetic. So I really consciously do that because I know that people like what we do, but I also know that they want something different enough than the last one. So I'm always kind of trying to change the look or change the combination to get it to just be new. Another cool thing about a lot of the February pieces is the backs of them have snowflakes on them as well. So sometimes we'll make them unique by adding, different engravings on the back. The spirals on the fronts of a lot of the amethyst pieces are new too. We're just recently adding kind of more wire elements that are soldered on. And so that's been kind of like a new process for me as well.
We recently started offering birthstone options for 3 of our rings. Why did you choose to offer those ring designs, and which stone would you love to see set in each ring?
Well, we picked the Growing Love ring, the Trillium ring, and then the Birch engagement ring as well. And I think that those are just out of the batch of engagement rings we launched last spring. We really loved those, and we thought, gosh, why don't we offer those as a birthstone ring as well? So I think, the one I'd probably be most excited to see, I feel like it's a lab created alexandrite we're offering because it's really hard to find alexandrite and it's quite pricey. So we decided to offer some lab options to keep it a little more affordable, and it kind of flashes from like a teal to a purple color, and I would love to be able to make one of those for someone.
What have your biggest challenges with this collection been so far?
Probably coming up with enough unique ideas to make them kind of unique in their mini series each month. But luckily, the March series has aquamarine that I actually got in Colorado, and Nina designed those, and I'm really excited about those. So keeping it fresh sometimes means letting someone else have some ideas and make the designs. And she looks to my work for inspiration, and so it looks like my work. She kind of works within my design language. But yeah, the most challenging part is to keep it fresh, honestly. It's that keeping it similar, but changing it, but also making it new at the same time. That isn't just related to the birthstone pieces. It's probably everything that we do is something that's probably the most challenging. But one of my New Year's resolutions was to continually challenge myself. So it's perfect.
Can you share any ideas you have for upcoming birthstone jewelry?
Well, I can. So April is going to be diamonds, and so I just started working on these pieces, and we're going to use rustic rose cut diamonds that are different colors. And so what's exciting about that is I'm going to be doing daisies in the designs in some of them, and daisy is the flower, or the birth flower for April. And so I've got daisies with silver and then yellow gold centers to kind of show their little yellow center like a daisy would have. And then there'll be a tube set rose cut diamond, and a couple of those I have some yellow diamonds. So I feel like that yellow diamond mixed with the daisy is going to be a really cool combination of design elements. Thanks for tuning in today to hear more about the new birthstone jewelry. You can shoot us a message on social media, leave a comment, or find the new items on our website.